Hey everybody, we're in Brantford. It's a beautiful fall day and we're standing at a 2-unit to 3-unit conversion project, future-proofing for a 4th unit. We've got this gorgeous garden suite in the backyard. We're gonna tour the whole property, check out the garden suite, show you how it's future-proof for a future 4th unit in the basement of this garden suite here. And this is a rock star project all through and through. So it's a rock star designer that designed this garden suite, a rock star investor that owns this property and all 3 units and invested in this project, and a rock star general contractor, Michael Emanuelle, who's gonna be showing us this project. I'm gonna introduce Michael in a second. He's gonna show us the project, how it was designed, and then how he contracted this property to get it built and all the little thinking and ideas that went into it. And we're gonna show you a rock star project through and through, from a 2-unit to 3-unit to future 4th unit project. Let's go check it out.
Hey everyone, it's Michael Emanuelle here with We Build ADUs. You've probably seen me in past Rockstar videos with Anthony under the name Tri-City Builders, but obviously We Build ADUs, that's what we do. And so it makes a lot more sense. I'm standing in front of a 920 square feet garden suite, tiny home, call it whatever you want. It's 2 bedrooms, plus a den, full bathroom with an unfinished basement. It's basically a house in someone's backyard. It's pretty amazing. And I just want to tell you a little bit about the work that we had to do in order to get it to what you see now. So originally there was about a 300 square foot detached garage that got demoed in about 5 minutes, and I have the videos to prove it. And where I'm standing right now is what is the widened driveway that will allow for 6 cars, if not more, parking. There's also another second driveway on the other street because this is a corner lot for the main floor tenants to park at. We have independent utilities on this property: water, sewer, hydro, gas. So this is completely independent, standalone. That's why I refer to it as it's basically a house in someone's backyard. So it's pretty amazing. So as you can see, the Rockstar members spared no expense on this backyard home. We have premium architectural siding. We have specialty siding that's got a wood veneer or a wood finish on it. Specialty light fixtures. They went black with all of the trim, which makes everything pop even more, especially with the white soffit that they added. Clearly you can see the foundation for the basement, which is really cool. A couple of other things that we did to help with site drainage around here is that you can see the sump pump over there. There's also downspouts on either side that all feed in underground into a dry well that's over there. What's a dry well? Well, basically in this property, it's a 5 by 5 by 5 foot pit filled with clear gravel so that all of the site drainage has somewhere to go and release into the ground. The reason that we decided to do that is, one, so we wouldn't overwhelm the site drainage on the grass area because of the way everything is sloped, but also on the driveway side, we didn't want to have water coming down. It's not paved obviously right now, but we didn't want water coming down and freezing during the colder months. So that made a lot of sense to me as something to do. Going around the property over here, we have a concrete bollard, which is not quite finished. It will be black to match all of the accents around the house, and basically that's just to protect the corner because this is an extension of the driveway. We don't want any cars hitting that corner because it'll obviously do some serious damage. This walkway that you'll follow me along here goes into a back entrance, which will lead into a stairwell that goes into the basement. Because what we've done in this garden suite, the reason why we added a basement is to future-proof it for a 4th unit. Currently, the city of Brantford does not allow 4 units, but in preparation of changing policies, obviously the talk provincially, federally, with housing policies, the need for more housing supply, more affordable housing, the Rockstar member deemed it necessary or relevant to be able to add that now. That way he's ready in the future for that 4th unit at minimal expense. You'll see here I'm standing on a beautiful 10 by 10 concrete patio that overlooks the schoolyard, which is a nice view, not staring directly into someone else's kitchen behind you, which I think is awesome. And when I tell you that this Rockstar member spared no expense, I really mean it. Just look at these window wells here. These are not your standard builder grade window wells. These are specialty galvanized steel window wells. They weigh a ton, I can tell you that much, and they allow a lot more natural light into the basement, which you can see in there, have oversized windows, again, future-proof it for that 4th unit, because going back to the architectural background and OBC compliance, you need to have larger windows for natural lighting requirements when your house is newer than 5 years old. In most of the bungalows, like the existing bungalow over here on the property, when a house is older than 5 years, you can get away with lesser natural lighting requirements. So something to keep in mind there. You might be able to tell that this side of the building elevation is quite a bit higher, and that's because we have a shed roof design, which is basically it's sloped down in one direction, which allows for that transom window above the patio door, makes the space inside feel a lot bigger. You'll see what I mean when we go inside. So all of this outdoor area currently is area that will be for the backyard home's tenant. But we did think of the existing tenants in the bungalow, and they also have their own private backyard areas, which I'll show you a little bit later. Yeah, so where I'm standing now is a new private backyard area that we created for the basement tenants, because previously the lot backyard was divided into two halves, one for the main floor tenant, one for the basement tenant. And in building that ADU and taking down the fence, obviously they lost their backyard area. So this exterior side yard, because we're standing on a corner lot, which was just filled with shrubs and weeds, we basically repurposed it to give them their own outdoor private backyard area, which I think is awesome. And I'll take you over here to the main floor tenant's backyard area. But these are the kinds of things that you want to factor into your builds, because obviously it helps you command higher dollars, and it just makes for a nicer space for your tenants to enjoy. So we're inside the backyard home now. Again, it's about 920 square feet. I'm standing here in what is the open concept kitchen, living, and dining room. It's got that new construction smell. It smells amazing in here. I love that smell. The way that this is configured right now, there's a second bedroom and a den to my left, and the master bedroom and the bathroom to my right. You might take notice here, tons of natural light coming into this area. Going back to what I was saying on the exterior, there's a shed style roof. So on one end, it's about 8'6", and on the other end, it's closer to 12.5 feet. So feels very bright and airy in here. Beautiful LVP flooring. Got the kitchen that I'm staring at right here. Full appliances, over the range microwave, nice undermount square edge sink, single basin. Let's go take a look at the bathroom. Beautiful accented hardware throughout, really makes things pop. 60-inch double sink vanity. For a unit of this size, definitely thought it made sense to put two sinks in here rather than just the one, with it being a 2-bedroom plus den. Nice shower with a soaking tub in here. We got the window obviously with that's frosted for privacy, so you don't need to worry about putting blinds. We also have the stackable laundry units in this niche over here, so it's nice and tucked out of the way. A little bit of linen cabinet that was added here for storing towels, toiletries. Master bedroom over here. You can look at the nice details that we've put in here as far as the 2-panel modern style doors, the 7.5-inch baseboard, the 3.5-inch door trims. We've got the recessed floor registers that tie into the LVP flooring, really nice, rather than the traditional metal grates that you see. A his and her closet here in the master bedroom, and then to capitalize on the extra ceiling space, the owner also wanted to put in some niches and what would otherwise just be walled in empty space unutilized, so that could be used for some storage. Again, huge ceilings in here, great fixtures. All the fixtures in the bedrooms are dimmable. We got pot lights throughout in the main living area here. Second bedroom, huge closet. Nice 4x4 window, casement window. We're all ready to go in here. And then the den, this would be a great working space. It looks out towards the street. Very bright in here too, lots of sunlight throughout the later half of the morning and the rest of the day. Sliding door with transom above just to let in more natural light, and obviously it accentuates the ceiling height. Nice view to the backyard and the school in behind. and a nice patio area to put the barbecue down. We have one electrical panel here, which is wiring the whole backyard home right now. This is the most interesting part of this unit, I think, is the basement. So we got the secondary entrance here, which can later be repurposed for the basement unit when the city bylaws change. These walls that you see in and around here that connect to the main floor, they've already been future-proofed because we had that top of mind when we were doing the build here. So it's properly fire separated. So all we would need to do is take out this doorway here and infill it with the proper amount of Type X drywall and safe and sound insulation. And then I don't know if you want to call this a basement or future shinny hockey area, but it's massive, open. You'll see there's no steel beams, no posts. This engineered lumber spans end to end and completely open concept. Perfect for a future basement apartment. You can use your imagination on how it would be laid out, but we've already got the massive windows for future, these casement side hinge windows. Opening up, perfect for egress. Nice and smooth to operate, no sliders here. That huge window well, letting in all the natural light. Then we have our services over here. This is the latest and greatest code. So we have our furnace, our HRV unit, sump in behind the furnace tucked away. We have the water softening system. And then to the right of the furnace and behind it, we have the tankless hot water unit just to save on some space. And then over here, and what I'll show you outside, we have already the underground hydro line for that fourth unit. Somewhere tucked behind there is the sub panel, or the electrical panel, I mean, for it. So we're pretty much all ready to go. You can also see we've done some things for plumbing wise to future-proof it. So this is the drain line for the kitchen sink upstairs, but we also put in a rough-in for future unit, and as well as the basement rough-ins, bathroom rough-ins over there. That way we can minimize the amount of trenching that we have to do in the basement slab. Beautiful 8-foot high ceilings really make this space bright and airy. So in a bit of an unexpected turn, I actually have the owner here, my client, Dima, who is a Rockstar member.
Hey guys.
And I just wanted to introduce you to him and let him talk about his build, why he did it, his investment strategy, and take it away.
Yeah, hi. So when I was actually looking to buy this property, this was a few years ago, I was looking for something that I can expand and build a garden suite and potentially another unit in the basement. So when I was looking at this place, I was a little bit concerned because I was the only one that was interested. There's nobody else interested in this location. So like, what am I missing? What am I missing? Doing all my due diligence, like, I must be doing something wrong because nobody else is interested. Anyways, everything went fine. I bought the place, and then there was bylaws changing in Brantford potentially to restrict how big garden suite you can build. So I had to get really on top of it and expedite the process of getting the permits before the new bylaws come into place in order for me to build this big garden suite. So I got that done, but the whole purpose was to build something big enough with the potential with another basement suite in the future. It's currently not allowed, but with the way the housing situation is, I see a very high probability of being able to build another unit in the basement. And I wanted to build something that's quality, it's gonna attract good tenants, it's a good neighborhood, so I wanted something that's gonna attract good tenants and it's gonna last. So this is the place. It's all thanks to Michael. I wouldn't be able to do this without him. Amazing guy. I'm really glad I hired him for this job. And yeah, over to you.
Awesome, thanks. So when you were looking at this property, was it already tenanted? Because
Yes.
it was an existing duplex.
Correct. So it was, I didn't have the time to be doing the renovations at the time or dealing with it. So I found a place that was fully renovated, basic, but fully renovated. And yeah, it was a legal duplex in there. Correct.
Yeah, so that's probably a deterrent for some purchasers, right?
I'm sure.
Inheriting an existing tenants, but these tenants, were they the original tenants?
The one tenant was I inherited, and another tenant I found. So it was one vacant property. The other one was tenanted.
Yeah, and the reason I point that out is because when you're building something like this on your property, and I've mentioned it actually in past videos, but you really need to factor in the existing tenants that you have on the property and take that into consideration when you're going to be, one, changing the space that they have access to, like I mentioned earlier with the backyards. Also, construction can get messy. You need to have a proper staging area, so they might be restricted in where they can park, where they can't park, what they can do on the property during the build. And these two tenants, I can say, have been fantastic to work with. So just something to keep in mind there, because I think we had that discussion preliminarily on communicating with your tenants about the start date. You had taken some steps in order to prorate their rent to bring it down a little bit to make more sense for them. If you're going to be restricting the space that they have access to after the build, then you got to throw them a little bit of a bone, which makes sense. So yeah, all in all, great tenants here.
Yeah, what really helped is talking to Paralegal about the situation to see how to go about it. I used Kelly Hawk. She gave me a lot of good recommendations how to approach the situation. And the big thing that I found is communicate as much as you can, detail about everything that's going to be happening so they understand. Yeah, and it was Andy from Sweet Additions who helped design this place. And my wife did the final decorations.
Yeah, she did a great job, I'd say. This place looks great.
I trust Rockstar, their recommendations, and that's why I decided to use them.
Yeah, we definitely have the trifecta here. Rockstar client, Rockstar designer, Rockstar builder. Can't get any better than that.
And Paralegal.
And Paralegal.
Can't
get any better than that. So you can find us, by the way, in the Rolodex. So if you're thinking about building one of these, reach out. All right, thanks for stopping by. That concludes the tour of this backyard home, this amazing backyard home. If you ever have any questions for your own property, want to find out what you can and cannot do, how much these kind of builds cost, you can always reach out to me either by checking me out on the Rockstar Rolodex. But this is Michael Emanuelle with We Build ADUs. You can visit webuildadus.ca to check out what we do, reach out, and look forward to hearing from you. Take care.
So thanks everybody for watching. This is a really fun project. Future-proofing a future fourth unit is just a genius idea, in my opinion. With the way the real estate market is going, we need extra densification. It's being pushed on all government levels. Sometimes it just takes a little longer for these things to be implemented and trickle down, but we already have 3 units as of right on this property in Brantford, and they're taking full advantage of that while leaving the option open for that 4th unit down the road. And then this is also the power of the Rockstar network. So Michael and Dima, the Rockstar investor who we got to pop in a surprise cameo appearance, they actually met at a Rockstar Your Life, Your Terms event. The designer of this project, Andy Tran, from Sweet Additions, also another Rockstar investor. And so all of these people were able to meet through the Rockstar network, and that's what it's all about, is connecting good people with other good people, working together, and building this amazing network of people that you can plug into yourself if you are looking to achieve similar results, build projects, invest in real estate. We've got the entire Rolodex of contacts that you need in the Rockstar Inner Circle. So come out to a Your Life, Your Terms event, come out to a free training class, or just check us out at our website, and you can learn more about us and what you can plug into for local Southern Ontario investors who want to live life on their terms by investing in real hard assets. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. And until next time, your life, your terms.